going on, everybody? It's your boy Rail back with another review, man. Finally, my Showtime subscription is paying off again. Sometimes, I'm like subscribed to a lot of shit, Showtime and Cinemax, right? How many of you know is purchasing Showtime and Cinemax? Well, obviously, y'all watching this has Showtime, so you might be feeling my pain. There goes months where you just paying and you have no idea why the fuck you got Showtime. It's like why am I paying for Showtime again? What's the reason? Oh, and then boom, Your Honor drops, and you're like, oh yeah, that's why I don't delete it. Sometimes they got fire. City on the Hill, oh yeah, that's why I don't delete it. This is why I keep Showtime. So yes, Your Honor season 2, episode 1, it is back. Now, if you're thinking like I'm thinking, let's have a quick discussion about this. I was quite pleased with it ending right where it was. Don't get me wrong, Bryan Cranston, amazing, but typically that's what he is. Amazing. What's like when it comes to TV actors, I mean with the storylines, that band Brian's a bad boy. But yes, and I remember, and if some of you watched my previous Your Honor reviews, you know just how much I hated his son. Well, the hate don't stop. The hate has rolled over into season 2. What I found very interesting is that my man's is in prison looking like Charles Manson. Okay? I was like, yo, why is he in jail? Why the fuck he ain't got a comb? Why is he moving like this? The judge I knew was walking around town jogging. He was in shape. He was a young man, young old man, young single old man. Judge killing it. Now he just looked like some crumbled up shit. Look like a bum. Look like damn, what's that movie? The Harrison Ford. What's that movie where Harrison Ford was a doctor, right? But he was drunk. He was a piece of shit. I guess he like quit being a doctor and all that. He disappeared, and he was like a bum. And then somebody tried to frame him for a murder. And then when they was like, oh, just grab that bum right there. Then they made him into the killer, and everybody was like, wait, no, I know him. He's a doctor. This ain't right. I got the right movie, right? I got the right dude. It was Harrison, right? But yeah, this reminds me of like that movie. Help me out in the comments. But I was like, wow. But I like how they did it. They show us him in his living conditions, him wanting to kill himself. Like we saw him meet with the shrink. We see him. It was beautiful when Rosie Perez came in. Salute to Rosie. Always love Rosie. So she come in and she's hilarious and she actually gets him talking. But we see what he's going through. He has to be force fed, and that might have been some of the most brutal shit I've seen. I'm like, yo, we need to talk about this prison condition in Louisiana first and foremost before I get into anything. A, them looking at that man saying, you ain't finna die in here. I don't know why, but they shoved that tube, when they shoved that tube down his nose, through his throat, to feed him this matrix paste directly to the gut. I said, oh my God. Just drink it. Well, was I the only one screaming at the screen? Just eat it. Just, no, don't let them do this to you. Don't let them do this to you. And I'm like, do they have to do this 3 times a day? Is it just one bag fills you up, give you all nutrients? Please, God. That's bad. I said, oh no. I don't know what he think he did to deserve this. I don't know. I was like, just drink the shit. Why put yourself through this? They're gonna put it in you anyway. Come on, man. Come on. So we see him being a complete unreasonable, filthy, ready for death asshole. And I don't know how he got there. But they remind us of his son dying. Okay, you're grieving. Then we see that he has a recording where he just confessed to everything. He's like, my son's dead. I got nothing to live for. I don't even want to be free on the streets. Let me just put it out there, put me in jail, let me rot away. This is what I deserve. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's a bit extreme. I don't think you deserve death, but a lot of people did die. Kofi died brutally. So maybe you do kind of deserve this in a way. Let's not just shoot him some bail so quickly. Get what I did there? Shoot him some bail. He's in jail. See what I did there? Double entendre. Don't ask me how. So yeah, I get, a family did get blown up in his nonsense all over his son, who I hate. Oh, I hated his son. Nothing made me happier than the way season one ended with his son being murdered. Now, the little black boy may have shot the wrong person. He may not have been going for the guy he gunned for, but god damn it if he didn't get the guy that kicked it all off. He don't know that he shot the right person. He thinking, oh, I fucked up. I missed. No, you didn't, my guy. You did well, little man. You hit your target right in the throat. Boom. I appreciate you. Oh, you know why I hate his son. This man, the judge, did everything he could. Cover up. Do this. Do this. Don't do this. Don't do that. What the fuck does his son do? All the opposite. And he goes so far as to dating the sister of the boy he killed. The mobster. The mobster's daughter. I was like, then he's confessed because he's falling in love with another chick. I think like his teacher, and he's trying to confess to her what's going on. And I said, "Oh my god, we are just working hard for this idiot." So I'm so glad that he died. I don't care. I don't care. I feel sorry that Brian's grieving. That the Judge Michael Decino. I feel bad that Judge Mike is hurting, but your son didn't deserve to live, man. He was dumb. He was just dumb that whole season. God, I hated him. But okay, this is season 2. All right, I digress. I get upset when I talk about Your Honor because just that boy. But he's gone, and this is what we're dealing with. So they show us how we got here. So cool, I understand. Then we see who Rosie Perez is. She's a prosecutor. She wants the Baxters. She wants the crime boss. I understand that. Cool. Storyline so far, smooth. So let me tell you what I'm hating, right? I hate a lot of characters in this show. I hate, who should I start off with? Who should I start this hate off with? Fia. I hate Fia. Fia reminds me of Al Pacino's daughter in Godfather 3. Annoying, ruining the movie, useless, in the way, just ugh. She's a ugh ass character. I hate Fia. The fact that, now, I feel sorry for the girl. When he got killed in front of her, the traumatized, she played that beautifully. When her father, laid her down and covered her to, just protect her, put in a comfortable place, that girl did not blink for, that entire scene. Rewatch it. She stood there big-eyed and just was like, she looked like a fucking fish fresh on the boat. You ever caught a fish? You catch fish, this motherfucker's flopping, and he's just looking at you. Ain't no eyelids, he's just like this. That's how she looked, just dead, just a fish. Just eyes empty. I was like, oh my god, that's terrifying. And she's not the prettiest. Sorry. Sorry. But I couldn't see that staring at me like this. How would you feel if Rail was just at you like this? Just having a stare off. I was like, this bitch could be a champion. So she did a wonderful acting job right there. Not gonna lie. But yeah, what I hated about her, not her acting, but when she went to go visit the judge, so she's been writing him letters. I guess this is how she's coping. We always say, hey, you can't tell somebody how to grieve, blah, blah, blah. But okay, you can't tell somebody how to grieve. But you can ask people to be respectful when they're grieving, especially when communicating with other grieving parties. Yeah, maybe we could tell Fia, I don't know, maybe putting all that weight and harassing the incarcerated father of your dead boyfriend of 2 months. Maybe that's not how you grieve. Trying to force this relationship on him that you never had. he never brought you to eat with them. Like they didn't say, hey, he never brought you to introduce yourself to his father. Fia? Why would you think you got this relationship? Because you knew him? You ain't even know him. Right? He's sitting there grieving in jail. You out here with your hurt feelings because you're seeing your boyfriend of 2 months dead. I get it. But that does not give you the right to come harass the father, writing letters and bringing up shit. You don't know how somebody's dealing with it. I just was like, ew. Poorly timed. And then your question was, did he love me? Did he talk about loving me? Like, and I don't know if it's just that I want to feel this way because he's dead now, and then when he wanted to get up and leave, I felt that. I was like, bitch, what? Do I want to what? Did he what? What? And then, because the judge wasn't a complete piece of shit, um, he said, look, my son was a terrible liar, so if he told you he loved you, then he fucking meant it, and leave me alone for life. Fia, I hate you. Thank you. I'm gone now. Back to my cell. So, yes, I hate Fia with all my heart. I hate the Louisiana prison system. What place did the prison rodeo? Come on, y'all. Don't tell me that's not some of the wildest shit you've ever seen. In all of the movies, TV shows I've seen of prison life, I ain't never seen no shit like this. The only time I seen shit like this, it was Russell Crowe and the black dude from Amistad and everything else fucking fighting other gladiators in the arena, screaming, "Are you not entertained?" That's the only time I seen some shit like what I seen at this Louisiana prison system at this fucking rodeo. I was like, what the fuck is happening? So wait, the prisoners signed up for a rodeo. My dumb ass was thinking, oh, okay, rodeo, they probably gonna they gonna probably like ride the crazy horses, they're gonna ride some fucking bulls. Cause there's probably, it's the South, so there's probably some incarcerated individuals that have worked a ranch or two. And this is like, I was like, yeah, I ain't got nothing to do. I'm in jail. I'll put on the show for the people. Like The Longest Yard. They had a quarterback arrested. Let's play some football. Makes sense. Okay, we got a few cowboys locked up. Let's have a rodeo. That's what we do out here in Louisiana. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I didn't know that he was signing up for this rodeo, right? I thought he just was going to like go see it. He was like, oh, this is interesting. A prison rodeo. Never in my days did I think that the prisoners would go out there to be demolished by a bull. And not just people that never been around a bull, never worked on a barn. I'm talking about these motherfuckers look like hardened city drug dealers and killers out there getting tossed up by a bull. I said, what the fuck is going on? How is this legal? What the fuck is happening? I said Louisiana's some wild shit. Now, granted, you're gonna be like, but real, the prisoners signed up for this. They knew what they was getting. Brett, stop it. Stop it. You saw what Black Buddy said at that fucking poker table, the bull destroying poker table, which was fucking wild. When I thought shit couldn't get crazier, they said, okay, y'all folk gonna sit at the table, we're gonna play some bull poker. Now, the person that the bull doesn't take out wins some money. And as the black guy explained to him, like, Judge, why you here? I'm here because this is the only way I get some extra money to take care of my family on the outside. So, right there, people, that's where the nastiness comes in. Not because he signed up and is like, no, because he's not getting shit and he feels forced to like, why is this even an option for him to feed his family or to like help his family out? Now, granted, did some of those individuals at the table, did their crimes maybe suggest that yes, they should get ran over by a fucking bull? Probably. I don't know though. I know the judge shouldn't be there. I know he's there to try to kill himself. It's a hell of a way to go, but I applaud him. But let's just say their crimes didn't require them to be murdered. Let's say they were victimless crimes. Then, yeesh. This looks pretty bad. And that bull was fucking clearing out people. That shit was terrifying. I was just like, holy shit. And then when he closed his eyes, just let that bull was coming full. I was terrified. That shit, it was a great scene. But Louisiana, if that's real, get your shit together. Shut the fucking prison rodeo down. I'm not a fan. It's gotta go. That's some wild shit. And then what happens to the bull afterwards? How many prisoners does he run through before he becomes fucking oxtails? I know y'all eat oxtails down there in Louisiana. I bet that bull was curried by the next morning. Smoked and brisket, all type of shit. Stop it. I hate the Louisiana prison system. Not a fan. Oh my god. Baxter, the wife Baxter, Gina Baxter? Like, see, I hated Carlo, right? Because I was like, who likes a hothead, you know, that just beats the shit out of people is not as at we all hate the cocky, murderous, trying to prove himself son. Nobody likes that. But as I was about to hate Carlo like I did last season, when I saw that he was a product of his mother for real and not his father, when I seen the driving force, I said, oh, got it. Sorry, Carlo. I'm going to chill out on you. It ain't your fault, brother. With a mama like that, with a mother like that, I see how you ended up in jail. I see why you are the fucking little homicidal terrorist you are today. She's like, oh, you punching the bag? Oh, yeah, you having a good workout? Why the fuck are you here? Why aren't you hunting that motherfucker down that killed your brother? What are you doing, you piece of shit? Just whispering in his ear. Sent the boy off on a dummy mission to the hood, right? Like Big Mo's a dummy. They seen him coming. They got it all right. They waiting for him. And Big Mo we gonna get into in a minute. I think she's a fucking phenomenal character. Love the way she gangsters. Uh, so they make a deal. Cause she don't want no war. They didn't have this their second conversation about, hey, that's not my guy, it wasn't sanctioned. Cause it looks like it's about to be a war brewing between the Baxters and the Desires. I think that's their name. So they trying to avoid that. Big Mo knows the money and peace. It's never money in wartime, and it usually never lends itself to working out for the blacks. So I respect it. But he shows up thinking people are dumb. Now his dumb ass gets captured. Not his fault. He got sent off by the mom. And then when he comes back, Big Mo's like, look, take your son back, even Steven, right? Keep him the fuck up out of here. Control yours, I'll control mine. Cool. Easy deal. That conversation in the room is what upset me. When the father was like, you think patience is in action? You two are fucking stupid. Violence is not finna solve everything. Let me work this out. Right? And she's screaming about how you're just gonna be a little bitch. You're just gonna let them think they could just murder our family, take a shot at us, do what they want. We're supposed to get the men, go down there and burn shit down. And the son's like, yeah. And the mom was just, they're just monsters. And he's like, what? I was like, what did you see in her, bro? What did you see in her? She's worse than Cersei. Yeah. She's a that I want her dead. I'm sorry. The quicker the better, the sooner the better, the brutaler the better. She's not a good mom. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna die on that hill. She's a piece of shit mother. That's the hill I choose. So now, so Baxter and them is working out something, I'm sure. Big Mo though, let me give some respect. Big Mo, she has great lines. That whole conversation with Baxter, the innuendos, that whole she wasn't kowtowing to him. She wasn't like bitching up to him. She was just coming at him respectfully, like, look, we could lose both sides. Let's not. And her looking for the little man, finding him, and then keeping him in that little storage container. She give him the conversation of, you so worried about the police and this and that you ain't even think about Big Mo, like you forgot what the fuck I do to you, which is fucking my head up. I was dying laughing. I said, respect. And he was just looking like, I was like, but this little motherfucker tough. But when I was watching this episode, it wasn't looking good for my man, but I did not want nothing bad to happen to him. His whole life got rocked anyway. His brother brutally beaten to death, and his mother and his sisters and his little baby bro blew the fuck up. That boy's whole life got wiped away. I was like, God, do not let these people hurt this child. I was just like, that was a tragedy I just wasn't waiting for. I just couldn't. Like, that was too much. That boy lost everything. And no. I was just like, please. I was rooting for him. And my boy came through. He was supposed to deliver him to Mo. Because Mo had the genius plan of turning him in, gaining some favor with the soon-to-be mayor. Again, reelected. And, keep it like that. I love how when he put him on the bus, gave him the money, he just broke protocol. He felt like I felt like that's too much. Like, I'll deal with Mo. I'll probably catch a violation, whatever. I'll deal with it. But I can't let nothing happen to this little man. So respect to Buddy. I forgot his name, but good looking for hooking him up. But something tells me, I don't even think it's a hot take, but a hot take would be that little boy travels back. Now, why would he come back to New Orleans? I have no idea. Okay? He ain't got no family here. I don't know what he'd be running back to. But the fact that when dude gave him the money, he said there's an address there, he may not come under his own recognizance. Like, he might not be coming voluntarily. Because he's going to a place like a safe house, a hideout, that means dude knows where he's at. So if any moment somebody the lie gets found out, whatever, because Mo says, hey, this is what you do. You find a random black body, pin it on them, case closed, and we all good. And that's exactly what they did. And he paid the coroner, and then he was like, yeah, a gunshot to the face would work this all out. So go ahead and do that. And I said, wait, so the coroner's supposed to shoot the dead body in the face? I said, yo, and I wanted to go to Louisiana too. I wanted to check out Louisiana. I wanted to go down there, eat some crawfish. I wanted to hear some of the blues and some of the jazz music. But you know what? Fuck that. Between this show and Queen of the South, I don't know if I'm a fan of New Orleans. And NCIS New Orleans, I don't know. It's not a good representation. Y'all got a lot of shit going on down there. That's some crazy shit, right? Just judge a whole city off TV shows. Like, I just like, no. New Orleans, I don't know. Maybe next year. I don't know. Maybe 2024 till y'all get y'all shit together. Okay? Just know if I come down there, I'll be on my P's and Q's. I will not be going to jail in New Orleans, goddammit. That won't happen. Sign me up for the fucking death rodeo. Type of crazy Coliseum. That shit was wild. But yeah, so that was the plan. And now the Baxters believe dude is dead. They was like, hey, look like they took care of in-house. They shot their own man in the head. So for all intent purposes, this boy is dead. So he's in the green. And that just leaves our judge. So Rosie, she says, I need him out. We want the Baxters. And I'm like, yeah, I want the Baxters too. Fuck that family. Especially Gina. I ain't really beefing with the what's that? With the leader. What's his name? Give me a second. With the Jimmy. I'm not mad at Jimmy Baxter. He seems to be a solid criminal. Like a solid head criminal. I'm not mad at him. He's he doesn't blow he doesn't like he's not impatient. He's not hot headed. He's not jumping to shit. He is taking care of business. Calculated. He's a calculated, cool, even kill dude who will fuck you up. Like, the blowing up of the house was excessive, but that takes planning. Okay? He set timers, he had bombs set, he had this shit planned, he made a statement. The motherfucker is a savage. But, he does it with some pizzazz. I gotta give him that. Gotta give him that. But yeah, so that leaves us with the judge, like I said. And we find out that he inadvertently snitched on our boy Charlie Figaro, Mr. Shit, from the greatest show ever to be shown on television history ever, The Wire, right? That he snitched on his man's by accident, like threw his man right in there. And Rosie was a genius because she said, I know for a fact that if you was of the right sound mind about it, you would have never implicated your best friend. Because guess what? You ain't got shit else. And he looked out for you. So you're just gonna fuck him by not helping me take down his family? And that was it. Gave the judge motivation to not die. At least right this wrong before he checks out. So I do think this is the last season. I thought last season was the last season. I really think this is the last season. I think he's gonna crash out helping his mans, making sure he rights as many wrongs as possible before he sacrifices himself somehow, some way. I think that's the big wrap up finale of this. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Can't wait till next week. I got something to look forward to Sunday. Showtime, you're lucky. You're lucky. I was this close, goddammit, and then you dropped your honor. So well done. I suggest y'all start working on some other shows. And if I'm missing some other shows on Showtime, please put me on game. Drop them in the comments. Give me a reason to keep paying my money every month. All right? With that, protect your health, yourself, your wealth, man. Your boy Rail is out of here. Peace.
Yo, I know I don't need no introduction, but y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Hollywood Rail. And I appreciate you for sliding through and watching these videos. But you know what I need from you? Alright, if you ain't already, I need you to like this and subscribe this, man. We at 1,000 trying to get to 2, alright? Push it for your boy. Get them algorithms up. So when it come to that subscribe button,